The most important thing you can do from day one when starting your real estate career is time management, time blocking, scheduling, whatever the hell you want to call it. But you need to have a plan, right? I had a plan before I ever had anything to put on the plan. But that also wasn't a good thing, right? You need to have stuff to put on the plan. I knew I needed a plan, but guess what? When you started making calls and you started doing some of the real estate activities, it was too late because I was already like trying to generate business. But if I would have stopped, taken the time to daily outline what I'm gonna do from this hour to this hour and this hour to this hour, I could have saved myself a lot of extra time and energy. And once I realized that and made that switch, my days changed. My life changed. My personal life changed because I was more organized, right? I knew from 8 to 10, that's when I was gonna be making prospecting calls. I knew from 10 to 11 is when I was gonna be following up with potential leads, buyers and sellers that I had worked with or talked with on the day before, right? So having that system, that daily plan of action will allow you for the freedom that you're actually looking for in real estate, right? People get into real estate for freedom, but yet what they don't realize is the more disciplined you are, the more freedom you will have. Now, does that make sense to the normal person? Hell no, but think about it. If you're disciplined and you say, I'm gonna do this from this time to this time, then guess what? That's what you're focused on. You're gonna start the job and get the job done. But if you just kind of like bounce around like, the guy called, I gotta go show a house at 9 o'clock tonight, because you didn't plan your day accordingly and you're not setting boundaries, right? You have to set boundaries in real estate. If you don't, this business will eat you up. So one of my mentors told me early on, the number one thing you need to do when you're planning your weekly schedule is put your personal time in first, your family time. Right? Mark that down. If it's dinner, if it's playing with your kids, if whatever it is, the non-negotiable that you have with your family or with yourself, like the gym, playing with your kids, maybe it's boat day, boat afternoon, whatever it is, right? Taking that time, put it on your calendar, and then putting everything else around it. Well, Mark, what happens when a lead calls me and they want to see a house when it's during my workout time? That's easy. I have an appointment at that time. Would 6 work or would 5 be better for you? You do have an appointment with yourself. That's non-negotiable. Because if you don't make time for yourself, starting off your real estate career, it's hard to ever go work back to that. It took me years to be able to put my own personal stuff back on my calendar because I didn't do it from day one. Because I was so hungry and I wanted to succeed so much that I was just willing to do whatever it took. I had an agreement with my wife that I was gonna work. If it had to be 150 hours a week to get where we wanted to go, we had a mutual agreement that that was gonna be what we did. But I know that's not normal. I'm weird, right? My journey is not your journey. It's not gonna be for everyone, and it wasn't healthy, right? The only reason it was healthy for me was because we had an agreement up front. But most marriages, they may not last a real estate career because the spouse can't understand like this go, go, go all the time. There's never an off button. But when you set your daily calendar and your schedule up accordingly, you are setting yourself up for the best chance of success in this industry.